Ring, 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 ring. Email, email. Ring, 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 ring. Email, email. Totally missed the animation of the email because you didn't record. Because you're stupid. Didn't realize that it happened here. So, green interwebs, and Jackie K is here for another edition of Pokemon Colosseum. In the last episode, we helped it gone by pretty much doing the work for him and clearing out Cyper from Agate Village. And now we got an email. But what if I don't care about the email? No, it really says no. Check the email, fool. So I guess you're gonna have to check the email. We got big trouble! I forgot to do King's voice already, so I'm not even gonna bother. Mount Battle is under attack by a mysterious group of thugs. Oh, so yeah, the game calls them Cypher minions, but no one actually knows their organization name yet, so I kinda spoiled. Well, the game kinda spoiled, so there, that's my excuse. Also, here's the list of the Shadow Pokemon. That's in this menu as well. And now everyone's gonna freak out, and rightfully so. Criminals are loose on Mount Battle, whatever the heck Mount Battle is. Yeah. How are we even gonna get to Mount Battle? Game-wise, we don't even know what Mount Battle is. How are we gonna get there? Well, thankfully Blah told us about it. No, I will not stop calling her Blah. And check up on the team, make sure it's all ready. Before we go to Mount Battle, and just to make sure your hopes don't get up, we're not going to Mount Battle for a while. First thing we're going to do before going to Mount Battle is get some purification out of the way. Now that we got the small tablet from the last episode, we can finally complete the purification process for all the Shadow Pokemon in our party that have just been waiting to get done. First of all, talking to this lady, because I swear she gives me that item. And I still don't know where it is. One sec. So, I'm apparently not the only one with this question. As you can clearly see, by all the explanation points. I am glad I'm not alone with this mistake. So, you wanna know where you really get that item? Take a wild guess. Oh, bye, really? I guess we didn't need you anyways. Yeah, it's actually inside the Pokemon Center and Aaliyah will give it to you. But not until we visit Mount Battle, so on to other things first. Really? Did you teleport again? What did I tell you about keeping your time goddess powers under control? Who knows what kind of space-time continuum would you stir up if you keep abusing them like this? You don't need to be by my side 24/7 that badly. First up on our things to do list, and what will be making up the majority of this video, purification, like I said. Huh? Why would Vander be special? Ah, I guess those rumors might lead up to something. Plus even more urgency on going to Mount Battle. Too bad that I will ignore this urgency. And here we get the introduction of Celebi, if for some reason the senile old man didn't explain it well enough. Which is a shame, he did a pretty good job explaining it for a senile old man. Almost like he wasn't senile at all. But, as you can see here, we need to put Pokemon by the Relic Tower Stone. It's a tower-ish stone. Let's just compromise with that. Starting off this purification process with the first Pokemon in our party that became a Shadow Pokemon. The first Shadow Pokemon we decided to use on the team from now on. Has opened the door to his heart. When Pokemon does this, they'll regain the move that was being covered up by Shadow Rush. All the experience they gain will be put in at once so they can get multiple level ups. at the same exact time. And they also get a ribbon saying, "You did it, you purified that Pokemon." And now for the fun part, where I reveal the name of our new party member. Yes, he's Cold Red. Yes, I do have a Mountain Dew problem. Wanting help for it is a whole nother story. And anyways, we have another Pokemon that's ready to be purified, so let's just do that. The Skiploom was actually the next party member that we caught for the team. Not including the Shadow Pokemon we don't plan to use forever in between. So Skiploom here is now a Skiploom that's not Shadow Eyes. And I failed to be calling him by her proper name, Failplume. I don't even care if it's a boy. What's this? Failplume is evolving? Ta-da! Our Failplume is now a Failpuff, which sounds a little weird, so we're gonna stick to calling it Failplume. I'm even gonna nickname it that. Although, I did get a decent recommendation for his nickname. And I did say maybe I'll take a nickname suggestion if I get enough. Thing is, I recorded this before uploading the video where I asked for nicknames. So I still gotta take that nickname I got suggested into consideration. If more nicknames have been suggested by the time we get this video up, I'll be taking those into consideration as well. Now, thing is, we really are close to getting another party member purified, but not quite. You know what we can do, besides talking the same guy over? I can show off the other ways you can purify Pokemon. One is an item we don't got yet. And like I said, depending on Pokemon's nature, different Pokemon will be more or less easily purified through different methods. On top of purifying Pokemon, we can work on purifying Remoraid by hunting around for items, since a Pokemon will slowly be purified by walking. And this is a fairly good place to walk around, because there's a lot of hidden goodies like this chest here, which has a Quick Claw. Quick Claws are pretty good. You could say that they're the best, but I feel that's up for debate. No, you don't use the item Dark-Decay, you equip it! And I think that Dark Knight would get better use out of this Quick Claw than a Chesto Berry. Kinda ironic that the Pokemon that had Chesto Berry never got put to sleep, even in a situation there was a foe that could put it to sleep. Either it can read minds and knew it had the berry, or pure dumb luck. And considering this is Pokemon Colosseum AI, I'm gonna assume that it's the pure dumb luck. And I probably talked to that guy because I wanted to fight him, but I forgot it was the other old guy. Although I might have just been talking for the heck of it, because I don't even recall remembering the old guy when I recorded this. In here we got quite a few good items. We got a Silph Scarf, which is good for boosting up normal type moves, and 2 Ultra Balls. So we already are on our way for getting good items to snag more Shadow Pokemon with, because they're only going to get harder as the game goes on. And Pokemon Center. I think I'm going in here to show off another way to purify Pokemon, which we can't do because we don't have the item that would allow us to get the items from here that would allow us to purify Pokemon through those methods. I guess that's a fair point. If it becomes so famous even criminals are aware of it, then maybe it's too famous. So we got basic items here, we got medicines. I'm thinking we might want to revise, but you see here, we have scents. Scents are used for purifying Pokemon. However, because we don't have a cologne case, which the one NPC is supposed to give us, we have no means to get that. And I don't quite remember what natures are affected best by cologne case. But I like to have all the options available as soon as I can in case I do come across a Pokemon that's being stubborn and purify. And if you have a lot of money, clone cases are pretty good for purification, even if their nature doesn't best support it. It just saves you a lot of time you would normally spend walking around and trying to get into random battles to trigger hyper mode so you can call it out of the mode. There is an alternative, and no, Jackie K, that lady does not give you the cologne case. Stop talking to her. She is a pointless NPC. I swear, I don't know what got in my head making me think that NPC had the cologne case to give us. Yeah, here's the daycare lady that I skipped over before. And you can actually put Pokemon that are of Shadow Pokemon into the daycare. Yes, you can do this in XD, yet somehow you can only do it in Colosseum. I believe the in-game explanation is the girl who takes it over isn't as experienced as daycare lady. Now you might be wondering, why would I put a Shadow Pokemon in here? Wouldn't it not gain experience? Well, that's true, you don't gain experience when you put a Shadow Pokemon in the daycare. However, it will purify it a little bit every step you take. Just like you would normally gain experience every time you walk with a normal Pokemon in the daycare. If you recall in Pokemon XD, there was a mechanic for purifying Pokemon. That mechanic is what replaces the daycare in XD. Now, going around here, not only to demonstrate getting purification points, we can now purify our Remoraid. Hooray! Remoraid is actually going to be useful now. Hopefully, at least. Let's hope that it can do something useful. It's probably not going to gain enough experience to evolve, sadly. I think we have the experience share now, so that won't be much of an issue. Plus, we got plenty of time between now and Mount Battle. But what to name this thing, you may wonder? I don't remember what my original nickname I was going to give it, but I'm pretty sure this name is a lot better. Nuri, I think it's pronounced. I'm probably going to forget that pronunciation and start calling it something else. But you could say it's a reference to Golden Sun the Lost Age, since there was a summon based upon that. But like all the summons in Golden Sun the Lost Age, and Golden Sun Dark Dawn, the summons are based on mythology. The Nurids, I believe, are pretty much like distant cousins from the Sirens, aka the Mermaids. But they're actually a friendly cousin compared to the Sirens, which tend to take sailors and doom them to their death by luring them away with singing, while the Nurids actually help sailors. Anyways, back here at the daycare center, picking up the meditate that I left with the daycare lady. You can see that it cost 600 Pokeyen to get it back. And the more that it purifies, the higher that cost is. So you will end up spending a lot more money than if you're just putting a Pokemon in the daycare center to raise its level at this point in the game. Because in the Pokemon world, you only have to pay 100 yen, Pokédollars, whatever you call it, every time you level up a Pokemon. With purification, every little sliver that the purification bar goes down while it's in the daycare center will cost you 100 Pokédollars, yen, whatever. I believe that's the last of what I want to do in Agate Village. So that means we're going to Mount Battle, right? Nope, we're not going to Mount Battle. We're going back to Paniac City. There's things to do here that I could have done a while ago, but since I've got all my party members, at least the majority of them, in my party now, and I've begun to purify them so I can actually see the experience they gain, now is an appropriate time in my eyes to do a couple things, which we will do in the next episode, or the next 2 episodes, depending on how long they actually take. Until then, time for my favorite pastime, running around in circles with Castform. Hooray! It's so good to be reunited with you, awesome Castform. I'll leave you guys off here while Rui and Wes get some well-needed exercise with cast form. And we will do the task that I said we would in the next episode. Until next time, cast form! That's in this menu as well.